No, my voice is so high though. I hate it. I feel like when I talk to people like on the phone, they think I'm like 8 years old.
I don't think that's true. When's the last time you had like to call somewhere like on the phone?
For work, I call people all the time, but like calling people, I guess just like when I call my dentist, because like my mom won't make my appointments for me anymore.
My mom makes my doctor's appointments too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
like, come on. I don't want to call him. What if they ask me if is this for a cleaning or what? I don't know.
I remember one time I like was trying to give this guy my card number over the phone, and like I kept stuttering, and he kept asking me what, I guess like what the number was.
Yeah.
And like I kept saying it. I was like 2, and he was like, and and he was like, "Oh, I have to do it again because now the computer timed out."
Oh my!
And I was like, "Okay, that's why I don't like using the phone like that." Yeah.
One time, so I have, you know what a Red Ryder BB gun is? Like
like rough.
From that, what's that movie called where he's like, "You should try out, kid."
Top Gun. Forrest Gump.
I think you're just naming movies.
Well, I'm trying.
It's like a little BB gun, and so I bought it. I don't even know why I bought it. Just to like shoot tin cans in my backyard, and it was having an issue where like you go to cock it and like a new BB wouldn't go in. So I called the number on the box, and I'm talking to them, and she's like, "You need to like cock it harder." Like she's like, "You need to like press it forward all the way." I was like, "I am," and she goes, "Is your mom or dad there? Can I help you?" And I said, "I was like, I'm 25 years old."
You're like, "What do you mean?" This bitch thinks I'm 12.
Yeah. It's like, "Is your mommy there to cock it for you?"
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And then what did you say to her?
I was like, I just hung up after a while. I was like, all right, like
that's what I like doing. I don't like to explain myself, so I just hang up the phone. You know,
it's just easier.
What did you do today?
Today, went to the gym in the morning, then went to work, and then went on a bike ride.
How was the bike ride?
Not too bad. It's the thing I don't like about the fall. I love the fall because like, you know,
me too. It's my favorite time.
Yeah, I love the weather and everything, but it gets dark at like 7
o'clock.
Like, so it was.
Do you have
dark.
like a headlight on your bike?
No.
Or like any kind of like reflecting things?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, it just gets so dark so early, and you know.
What's your favorite holiday? I really like Christmas.
I know you're gonna say Christmas. Yeah. You have like a calendar that says like 82 sleeps till Christmas.
Yeah, so what?
Yeah.
Don't you have one of those? Well, I used to like celebrate Advent. You know Advent?
Yeah, you have like a different little bottle.
Are you Catholic?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, my favorite's probably 4th of July.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
like the fireworks.
Like the fireworks and stuff.
And I like it, you know, it's summer, middle of summer.
I like summer too. I used to like the summer more when we were like younger.
Yeah, when you actually
we just like didn't really it was just, I don't know, I feel like
it felt so long too. Like when I was a kid, summer felt like, you know, it's only 2 or 3 months really that you get off of school, but it felt like you had like
it felt like forever.
Ages. Yeah.
And like we could hang out with girls and stuff, and like,
well, I mean,
or guys.
I'm afraid of girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I've like been thinking a lot. Like
that's not good.
Have you ever thought so much that you feel like your head was gonna explode?
No, I try not to.
Or like an aneurysm type of thing?
No,
you
just coast.
You just coast? Yeah, that's good.
I'm just raw dogging life.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do more of that.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever, like, you know, because you live by yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty much by myself all day when my mom and your daddy aren't here.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, when you're alone, do you find yourself like getting inside your head really, or no?
No, I try and just distract myself, to be honest. Like I don't like to be like idle, if that makes sense. Like I like to like be doing something, because that way I'm not alone with my thoughts, because they're scary.
Yeah,
so.
Thoughts are they're scary. I like structure.
Like a building?
No, like structure. Like I'm gonna wake up and do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this.
So do you wake up at the same time every day?
Not really.
No.
I try
just
to.
Whenever you want to.
Well, no. Like when I have my real estate class, I wake up at 9. At like 9.
Yeah.
And the class starts. The class starts at 9:30. So I wake up at 9:25. Yeah.
You roll out of bed and hit the on button.
Yeah, and then I just get up.
Yeah.
But no, it's just like, I don't know. I'm trying to like. I find that I like feel good about myself when I can get stuff done during the day. Cause like if I had like a regular job, I feel like, oh, like I just go to work and then I go home. But like I'm trying to like do podcasts and like sing a song and then like go to, you know, just a bunch of different stuff. But
I like to do stuff in the morning, especially like before, you know, like for you, like before your real estate class, like instead of like saying I'll do it after, you just feel like so much more productive. Like
You wake up at 5, don't you?
like somewhere around there, but like that's just because like my work kind of starts earlier. If it started later, I probably wouldn't have to wake up.
So are you at the gym at like 5:30 or 6?
Like 6, yeah.
And is there anyone there?
Good amount, but not as much as after work. It's like a madhouse. Like if you ever try and go at like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I hate going at
it's
that.
insane.
Have you ever seen a guy working out in like jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy that he must work for UPS because he comes in his UPS outfit. I'm like, bro, like, aren't you working out all day? You don't need to come here.
Like he's wearing the hat and stuff. Like,
I don't know if he wears the hat. He probably takes the hat off. He's jacked, but he's like, I mean, he lifts the packages pretty good then.
You remember that guy that we used to see at the gym? He was like this older guy, and he used to wear like a weight belt. And every time we would like be working out, he would have to tell us like how to do it.
You're doing that wrong.
Yeah, I'd be like, can you?
There's a guy there who does this workout. I mean, for all I know, he's probably got a jacked neck, but he does this thing where he puts like a strap over his head and he puts it on like a cable and goes like this.
I think I saw that too. Like, what are you strengthening?
I guess his neck. He also does this thing. He lays on the grass, not like the outside, like the fake grass inside,
the
and
turf.
Like puts a weight plate on the side of his head and does it. And I'm like,
what does that do?
I don't know.
And why does he need that strength?
He wants a strong neck.
You know, like what is he doing?
Maybe he's a giraffe.
I wonder what he does when he gets home.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's. You know what I was thinking about today? I was like, when you were younger, you had like a dream job, like like an astronaut or something like that.
And now I sit at a desk all the time.
Yeah. I used to want to be an astronaut. Yeah. But I was thinking about it. I don't think I could go to space.
I mean, that would be tough.
Like, imagine leaving the atmosphere.
Yeah. And like, you can't really like just say, hey, no, like, I don't really feel like doing this anymore.
Yeah.
That's like when I get on a plane and they're about to take off and I'm like,
oh,
I really don't want to be here right now.
I actually want to get off.
Yeah. Like, excuse me, sir, can I open this door and just get off?
That's what I think. And can you open this? And like,
I mean, you can.
You can. Well, I
don't think you'd live, but.
And like, you know that, like the space shuttle that like exploded? Like,
yeah, the Challenger or Columbia, one of those.
Yeah. That's what I don't know if I could do that because you just never know.
Yeah. Is it messed up that I love like reading about like disasters? Like
not at all.
The Challenger blowing up. Like
not at all.
That was a really messed up situation. Well, the Columbia, there was like a school teacher on there and their like classroom was like watching it live when it happened. I
like doing that, and then it leads me down to a road of like conspiracy theories, like they're still alive and things like that, which
you're deep into YouTube.
I go deep down the YouTube rabbit hole.
I love on Wikipedia. You start on one thing and you end up on some other article.
Thing. You know, like you can edit the Wikipedia pages.
Yeah,
but I guess it has to be like approved.
I don't know. I've seen people vandalize them a lot. That's why, like, when we were kids, like, they used to say, like, we weren't allowed to use Wikipedia because anybody can edit it.
Oh.
But, like,
right.
it doesn't
That's why
stay long.
No, because like, someone has to, like, approve it.
Yeah. You ever read the funniest thing? You got to try this out sometime. Go onto, like, a controversial page, like a political thing, and there's a section that says talk, and it's people arguing about the edits on there. So there'll be people, like, being like, no, it didn't happen on February 3rd. It happened on February 2nd. They're like, you moron.
It's like a live feed, or
yeah, it's like a comment section of a video, but it's about like an edit to a Wikipedia article.
That makes sense because you can't really trust that because anyone can go in there and do it. No, but that's funny.
Yeah, you could click the citations, I guess.
Have you ever got caught for plagiarizing?
No, because thankfully I graduated before all that stuff like the software came out. Not to say that I did, but I'm just saying, like, even if I did, I don't think they would have been able to catch it, really.
Sometimes I think about that now, and I'm like, I would definitely use, like, ChatGPT or something to help me write. I think
you would.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary, though. Like, if you have a doctor that graduated during COVID.
This is my ChatGPT doctor. Yeah. He doesn't know anything.
Consult my iPhone first.
He doesn't know how to do anything.
Yeah.
He's, like, in surgery, and he's like, hold on a second.
He's like, hold on. I think I saw a video about this.
You remember when we went to school together?
To
who was a tonic?
Yeah.
And I feel like every time I went to class there'd always be like an armed guard there that was trying to get me to join the army.
Oh, the recruiters. Yeah.
They'd be like, it's really good. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's because they just expected that we weren't gonna
finish
or get our bachelor's or
If
whatever.
they were smart, they would hang around like mid class because all the people who leave class would be like, hey bro, you don't like college, come with us. Although if they knew any better, they would have just kept walking past you. You like imagine they play like the bugle at like 3 a.m. and they're like, all right, you got to get up and run 8 miles, and you're like, no,
I can't do that. I want to sleep. I sleep till 10.
Yeah.
So it won't be possible for me.
Yeah.
Did you watch the debate? No. We already talked about that. I don't want to talk about that.
All right,
anymore.
we're already running out of stuff, and it's been about 5 minutes.
No.
So, so I was just thinking about this today, actually. So we are about the same age, actually, like within like pretty close, and we grew up about like 4-minute drive from each other's house. But
less than that.
But we didn't meet each other until we were like 18. I think we met a little bit younger, but we didn't like start hanging out until like we were like 18 years old.
I know. I always think about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, sometimes I think about. I feel like the first time that we hung out though was like weird. Cause
Do you remember what it was?
I think we were like sitting over there playing Xbox, but we weren't talking to each other.
Yeah.
We were just kind of like.
I remember I have a picture of Mike Pellegrino and Ryan on the couch. I don't think you're in it, but it's like right over there on the couch, and that was like from when we were like 17.
That makes me think about. Remember when we did? Wasn't there like a dance that was around like?
I know what you're gonna say. I wasn't in that. That was like Go Cool.
Harlem Shake.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I could have sworn that you were in that.
No, it was the one where. Was that the Harlem Shake? Actually, yeah, where you like sit still. And then when the beat drops, everybody like
yeah, it's like a cut thing. Yeah, it's stupid. Something stupid.
Dumb.
Remember when we used to throw water bottles at stop signs?
Okay, maybe cut that out. But
also, who was the woman that didn't like
Gail,
or was it Phoebe Tucker? You know?
Is that Chris Tucker's wife?
No. There was like a woman who lived down the street that she like hired Ryan and me to like plant flowers, and I thought she also hired you. I guess she didn't.
I don't remember that at all. I do remember your brother and my brother tried to start a landscaping business, but neither of them had a truck, so they would just put like the lawnmower in the trunk of your brother's Jetta and like drive it
didn't
around.
even shut.
Yeah.
I was talking about, so like yesterday I was talking to Ryan about that. I was like, remember when you put those 2 mongoose pegs on the back of your Jetta and made an exhaust
pipe?
I was like, yeah, why did you do that? So stupid.
So your brother had a Jetta, which like there was a trim of it called the GLI, which is like the faster version.
Yeah.
And he told me it was GLI. But he had like a dark blue one, and they never made it in a dark blue. And that had a turbocharger on it, and his didn't. And I was just like, how come yours doesn't have a turbo on it then? And he was like, oh, I took it off.
No, but I took the turbo. Is that even possible?
I mean, it would be like so much work. I was like, why would you take it off? And he's like,
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
No, but he ordered like the GLI sticker.
Yeah.
And off of like Amazon or Walmart, and he put it on the back.
Yeah.
And someone was like, I didn't know that they made the GLI like in this color or something.
And then remember Kevin had an Altima, and he put a GTR badge on it, and that kid at the beach was like, that's not a GTR.
He's like, whoa. So Altima GTR.
We were parked at your parents' beach rental.
Some kid said that's not a GTR.
And it was parked like right on Fairfield Beach Road. And like there's like group of kids were like walking by trying to get to the beach, and he saw the GTR badge, and he was like, that's not a GTR.
My car is not loud.
Yeah.
Because it's a Toyota.
Yeah.
Well, it's a TRD, but it's not a Toyota. But like sometimes I think about it, I'm like, I would not want to be sitting in a loud ass car right now.
I used to have a loud car, and and mine wasn't even that loud.
Oh yeah, you had the red STI.
It was just a WRX.
WRX, yeah. And you sold it, and that's how you had all that money for a long time.
Yeah, that's the only reason. Yeah.
Every time you would ask, I'd be like, yeah, he sold his car. You'd be like, I sold it 10 years ago.
Like, how are you able to afford those new shoes? Oh, it's because he sold his car.
I sold his car for $6,000 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think I got 8,000 for that thing.
How many miles were on that?
Quite a lot, probably like 130,000.
How many miles do you like? What's like the world record for a car that has like the most miles on it?
So I don't know the world record, but so I used to work at a car dealership.
Yeah.
And a car came in one time that had 700 and something thousand miles on it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
700,000.
Yeah, good amount of cars. I see quite a few that had 300,000, 400, but that was the most I ever saw was 700,000.
How old was the car? Like
It was
what
a
year?
99 Accord.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And the funny thing is, those were known for it was a V6, and those were known for having really bad transmissions. And I don't know, it was either on its like 8th transmission, or the guy was really lucky. But
He must have taken really good care of it.
and then there was a guy who, I don't know what he did, but he had a car at the time. It was only 3 years old, and he had like 200,000 on it.
Damn.
So he's driving.
That's
quite a
gonna be
lot.
me.
Yeah,
That used to be me.
when you commute.
I used to drive for Uber in a lease.
Yeah,
Stupid.
yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know. Then you had to pay back them like $8,000 in.
And I was
overage.
like, I'm not gonna pay this if you don't give me a new car.
Yeah, they're like, okay,
Yeah. They're like, all right, whatever. It's fine.
but you're gonna get a Supra next, right?
I want to get a Supra.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna get a Supra. I think I'm gonna keep.
You're gonna have
I'm
like
gonna keep
you're gonna be like
the TRD.
responsible and like pay for like your.
I'm gonna
your
get a
wedding and all
minivan.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a van.
Nah.
No, I think I'm gonna keep the TRD
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like in a couple of years it's gonna be one of those.
Well, didn't we
Alec
look
was
it
look-
up? Yeah, it's only
I
like
was looking.
3,000 of them.
Yeah, and like I was like looking online, and it said that like the customer like of this car is like a 70-year-old guy that wears a backwards hat.
They want to ride in that car is really comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Like when we
Yeah.
drive in that thing, it's like so smooth and
I know but mine smells like pizza and farts.
yeah. Well, that's
But
what
other
happens
than
when
that-
you drive
That's what
around
happens.
pizzas and fart in it.
You farted all the time. Damn. What else should we talk about? Wow, I can't believe I just felt we were talking about a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, we missed
Um,
that.
Wait, so what were you saying about the guy you used to work with?
So it was when I used to deliver pizza. There was this guy, and it was like his first day. You know, I said hi to him, whatever, when we first walked in. But after that, I didn't really say anything to him. And we're just like standing around waiting. And he goes, "Yeah, I got a race car out back." And I was like,
He was like being dead serious.
"Yeah." I was like, "Oh, really?" And because I had seen it, and it was like a Chevy Cavalier.
And then
like
you went
the back
outside and
window
saw it.
missing, and I was like, "Oh yeah," and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You know, I was late for my shift today. My dad and I, we were just taking it apart and changing out the valves and the pistons." And I was like, "Okay."
And then you went outside, and then what did he say?
And it was like a beat up old Chevy Cavalier.
That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, there's some. I don't know.
There's some crazy people that used to work there.
People used to work there with brand new cars. I had at the time. I had a '94 Camry.
Oh yeah, it
When
wasn't
I-
it tan?
No, it was green.
It was green.
And there was like a scrape in the rear bumper, so I had green duct tape over the bumper. If you ever see a Camry on the road, look in like the back left and the right corners. I guarantee the bumper's pushed in. I don't know what it is about Camry drivers, but they're all
They're all
hitting
terrible.
stuff.
I always see that too. Like when I'm on the highway and I see someone driving that has like a massive dent in their car, I'm like, I gotta stay away from them
Yeah,
because I feel like they just are not.
they
They're
got
not
like
good drivers.
one hubcap missing, no headlight, cracked windshield, mufflers hanging off.
One time I called the police on somebody that like was driving very like erratically. Like, well, because he almost hit me
We'll get
twice.
right on that, sir.
Yeah. I was like, please, can you come?
Yeah.
Can you come get this guy? And then he pulled into like a rest stop, and I waited for the cops to get there, and I just left. I don't know. I don't usually call the cops. I only call the cops when like there's like really loud music playing in my neighborhood. I'm
You're
like,
it's 11 a.m. I'm just trying to sleep.
you turn that down. I'm just getting up.
Yeah.
Thanks. There was something else that I wanted to ask you.
I almost called the police. So I have a little free library at my house that I built, like for people to like take books, leave books.
Yeah.
And some guy came by and was like scanning all my books and was like taking the valuable ones.
He wanted to sell them.
Yeah, he was trying to sell them, I think.
How many books did he take?
He only took a handful, but he took all the good ones. He took like the hardcover books and like the
You should
new
put like a
ones.
lock on that, no?
Well, it would be kind of hard for the people who want
Well,
to
because
use
I
it.
feel like if he wants to look at these books, he got to come to your door, and
And knock on
you
the
should
door.
escort him to
Yeah.
like look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's real inviting.
We don't live in like a high crime neighborhood.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Have you ever been afraid about like a breaking and entering here?
Here? I mean, it could happen.
There's been a couple that have happened.
Yeah, it could happen.
Yo, this is our second episode together.
I know.
This is what like Is there anything happening right now that we could like happening like in the world that like any stocks?
Any stocks?
Any stocks?
How's your
on?
portfolio looking with this? We got a 0.5%.
I have an Acorns account.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So you have like 8 cents in there.
Yeah.
You bought like a big
Well, sometimes when I
and-
don't have enough money, I have to withdraw it.
from the Acorn.
Yeah, it's like $90.
yeah.
But it says by the time I think by the time I'm 73,
You have like $73.
no, it says it says I'll have $100,000 by the time I'm 73.
That should be enough to, make it like a month or two. And
A month?
well, you got to think in 2050 or whatever, a burger is going to cost $18. Or no, it's going to cost like $80.
Probably just be able to get it from my phone. Let me ask you a question. What's the most fun you've ever had?
Most fun I've ever had.
Yeah.
See, the problem is you ask me these questions. Like, I think most people when they have a podcast, they get the answers or the questions ahead of time. I don't fucking know.
Okay. All right, never mind.
What about you?
The most fun I ever had? I don't know.
See? You can't just put me on the spot like that.
Let me
That's not
think
fair.
for a sec. Let me think. The most fun I've ever had. Probably going down this slide that I like. You know how if you go to like an amusement park, they have those big slides that you have to wear like a mat to go down.
Okay, yeah.
Like a
That's more like a fair thing, though, right?
yeah, like a fun slide.
Yeah.
I went down. That was fun.
Did you used to go to the compounds a lot as a kid?
I've only been to Lake Compounds once.
Really? We should go. Ride the Zoomerang.
I went there one time with a girl, and she liked roller coasters, and I didn't like.
I thought you had a fiance.
No, I do. This is from a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
I have a fiance, yeah.
Yeah.
But one time I went there with a girl, and she liked to ride roller coasters, and I don't like to ride roller coasters. And so I was trying to like impress her. So I was like, "Yeah, let's go on them."
Which one did you go on?
Well, we went on. There's one there that's like made out of wood.
So there's the Wildcat and the Boulder Dash, and the Wildcat.
Boulder Dash.
Yeah, the Boulder Dash is good.
Hurt my back though.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard.
No,
It's like the only wooden roller coaster, I guess, that's like in the United States.
I mean, that's definitely not a true claim.
You know what?
So the Wildcat is the oldest or one of the oldest wooden roller coasters in the U.S.
And that's at Lake Compounds?
Yeah.
Have you been on Splash Mountain?
Where's that, Six Flags?
I think that's Six Flags.
No, I've never been on that.
I'm not really a roller coaster guy.
I love roller coasters, but
Really?
I haven't been on one.
You do
in
the
so long.
loops?
I haven't been on. I don't know. Like I just haven't been to one in such a long time.
Have you ever done a dunk tank?
Yeah, actually, in elementary school, they had one at the like one of those, fair, or it was like the last day of school sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to like doing those. I used to
Yeah.
always sit on it. Let's jump topics for a second when I ask you something else. So I think that we're both into like UFOs and stuff and like aliens and like Bob Lazar.
I mean, they're real. Yeah.
They're real, yeah. What do you think is going on at Area 51? Do you think it's just like a military base? Or do you think there's something really going on there?
Yeah, that's where they do the autopsies.
That's what I'm saying.
And they at Papoose Lake.
It's next to Papoose Lake,
Yeah.
not
And
the
that-
rapper.
Yeah, no. Well, the lake is named after the rapper.
The lake's name. It's not.
I'm pretty sure it is. And then the A4.
S4.
Oh, is
S4 is
the
area that Bob Lazar worked at, and it's embedded into a mountain.
And they named that after the Audi A4.
No, they didn't.
I'm pretty sure they did.
The Audi wasn't even out. It wasn't even out at that time. Oh, speaking of Audi, speaking of cars,
Yeah.
you ever seen an Audi R8?
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah. That's it. I was kind of expecting more, but
My car that I always wanted is a Celine S7.
yeah. So you say
cool.
Celine, I say saline.
Saline's like the nasal spray that you shoot into your nose.
I don't know which is right, but yeah, I love that car.
It's
50
sick.
Cent had one of those.
Did he really?
Yeah.
No, he used to live in Farmington.
Yeah, not too far.
50,000 square foot house.
Yeah, I think didn't that used to be like Mike Tyson's
It
house?
used to be
or
Mike Tyson's
Yeah,
house,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
And I think 50 Cent, Mike Tyson or 50 Cent said that it's just the house is so big that he
It's
was like
huge.
lonely. You
Yeah.
know, it's like why do you need? I think there was like a bowling alley and like a casino in the house.
A casino in the house.
It's like who gets the money?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It's like having a vending machine in your house.
Yeah.
You put the coins
It's like
in
I
and you
pay
take
to
them
have
back
this,
out.
but I'm
Yeah.
I haven't what's like you've been like abroad, right?
Like a woman?
No. abroad, like across the like different countries?
Not a lot. I'm not big. I like traveling, but I just haven't had like the opportunity to travel a whole lot. But I've been to France and England, and then a couple other.
What's your favorite country outside of the U.S.? Well, this is the best country in the world, but what's your favorite country outside?
I don't know. I mean, I've only been, like I said, like to a handful of them. I'd love to go to the Netherlands or Germany, drive on the Autobahn.
Die.
Yeah.
Is it true that there's no speed limit?
Parts of it, yeah.
So people can drive it however. I bet there's a lot of accidents though, aren't there?
I think they drive a lot better than us. There's no like Altimas with 3 missing hubcaps and shot out windows on the Autobahn.
Yeah, that's true. So probably that does make sense.
And it's like in the U.S., like you just go to the DMV and they're like, "Here's your license."
Oh, I hate going to the DMV. I know. I think I was talking to my grandpa. He said that he drove to the DMV to get his license and drove home.
That's like that video of that guy driving to court.
Oh yeah, he's like,
just a second, I'm parking, and he's like, didn't I take your driver's license away?
He's like, and he was like, yeah, your license is suspended.
Yeah, your brother. You did a podcast with your brother a while back, I remember, and you're asking him how tall he is. So your brother and I we're about like the same height, like more or less. I think he's a little taller than me, but I was like, he says he's like 6'2" or whatever, and he goes, yeah, but it says so on my license, and I'm like, yeah, because you told him that.
You get to write that when you go in. It's not like they take. It's not like they take that thing out and they're like standing against the wall. The other thing about hate going to the DMV is like, I feel like when you have to take your license picture, it's so quick.
Yeah,
they like
don't
sit
give you
down.
a chance to like fix your hair.
They're like, I know, they're not like smile. They're like, okay.
I don't think you're supposed to smile.
You're not?
I don't think so. I think in the passport photo you can't smile. Do you have a passport?
I have a passport.
Oh yeah, because you just went to France not too long ago.
I went to France.
Did you eat a lot of croissants and stinky cheese?
A lot of stinky cheese.
Yeah.
I don't know if French people like Americans though, do they?
I don't think so. At least not like you were in like.
Well, it's like Paris.
Yeah.
I like England though.
Yeah, England is my city.
England is my city too. If I could live anywhere in the world, it would be England.
Really?
Yeah.
But you don't want to move like 2 hours east of here, but you're down to move to England.
I don't want to be far away from my mom.
Yeah.
But I'll go to England.
But you'll go to England.
What's your favorite food? I feel like the questions that I ask you are like third grade questions.
I know. I'm like, damn, bro. That I gotta think hard about that one.
Chicken.
Chicken, you think?
Yeah.
I eat a lot of chicken. Yeah.
Remember when we used to bake those little sweet potato chips in the oven?
Yeah, I still make those.
You still make those?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's like a French fry, but it's not as unhealthy.
Do you like Chick-fil-A?
Nah, I don't really like fast food.
Really?
No.
I had Chick-fil-A today.
Did you?
Yeah, well, I had a grilled chicken sandwich.
Oh, so that makes it okay.
Yeah, it is. Isn't it or no? It's just chicken.
It's better than.
It's just chicken.
Just chicken.
It's just and it's not fried.
Yeah, but the bun.
Oh yeah,
and they put probably like a bunch of sauce and butter and.
Yeah,
that's what. Remember you used to work at Pancheros and they used to put like a whole tub of Crisco in the rice.
That's how
your rice is healthy.
That's how they make the dough.
Yeah.
It's
that was with the dough.
It's just flour and Crisco.
Yeah, and then it was the rice. They would just put like 5 sticks of butter.
Ton of butter in there.
Yeah, that's why it tastes good.
It's so good.
Yeah,
I stopped eating Chipotle because it made me have diarrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't have any fiber for like 8 months and then
you just eat a bunch of bean. How many calories should somebody be consuming a day?
I guess I'm not a nutritionist, but I guess it depends on your goals. Like if you're trying to lose weight, then less than, maybe like less than 2,000. If you're trying to gain weight, I guess maybe like 2,500, 3,000. Mm. Like if you're like Michael Phelps, he eats like
10,000 a day. Yeah. You know what I always wondered? I see like a lot of YouTube people where they eat like, they do like a food challenge.
Yeah.
They eat like 10,000 calories a day, but they're still very skinny.
I mean, they could be swimming a lot, or they could just be like, that's all they eat for like.
I wonder if they eat and they just do like a bunch of cardio.
I mean, you'd have to run quite a while to.
That's what I'm thinking. There's so many people that do that and they're super skinny.
Yeah.
I was thinking about starting a mukbang channel.
Oh, were you?
Just eating. Yeah. A mukbang. What's it called?
Mukbang. Did you see, what's that guy's name? The one who is like he got really fat, and then he like lost all the weight.
Nikocado avocado.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what he did is he filmed like a bunch of videos in advance, and then that's crazy though, because he used to be a really skinny guy, enormous. People were
from
really
mukbangs, probably.
from mukbanging,
Yeah.
and people like were really worried about him.
Imagine if you start a mukbang channel and then you like get fat, but you don't have any views, so you did it all for nothing.
All for nothing. I know. So like this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sacrificing a lot to be here right now.
That's kind of what I think about too.
Yeah.
You want to play GTA 4?
Hell yeah.
All right. We'll see you next time.